It's not easy. It's hard changing your life.
I'm talking about a problem in my life. So for you, I don't know what it is, but that problem, you cannot ignore it. Why? It will not go away. It will not go away on its own. It will not. You won't just wake up one day and it won't be there anymore. It's going to be there and it will haunt you for the rest of your life. So I'm telling you from personal experience, deal with it. Deal with it. And the sooner you deal with it and the sooner you overcome it, the sooner you get to your rewards, baby. The sooner you get on the other side of it, the sooner you begin to feel fulfillment. The sooner you get on the other side is self-actualization. Your dreams become a reality. The sooner you get on the other side of the problem is a wealth of success. The sooner you deal with the fact that you have test anxiety, deal with it. It's not the end of the world. Deal with it. Because when you deal with it, you can create a solution for it and you can get over it. Deal with it. That you and your children don't have the best relationship. Deal with it. Deal with the fact that you are procrastinating.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Here to Help You. So this young lady that we have today, yes, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us on Here to Help You, my TCN TV network. Today, I have someone who's not a guest. She is a longtime member of our Here to Help You team, Mrs. Brittney Channer. Hey. I'd like to welcome her to the show. She's really not that deep, but we have to break every now and then. We got to bring her in to, get her. No, you know what? Today I brought her here because she's down visiting from Windsor, Ontario. And actually, we're going to have a real moment here. I went up to Windsor this weekend because Miss Brittney was in chaos. And that's just the real. She was in chaos. And I was trying to figure out why she was in chaos. And when I got there, it made sense. So I thought it would be a really good idea to talk about why she was feeling this chaos. And it led me to name the show The Painful Side of Success. Because Brittney is definitely experiencing all the things that happen when you want to become successful. And I think today would be a good way to not only discuss what she's been feeling, but for those out there who might be feeling the same thing, now you'll know that you are not alone. So definitely want to say big up to you, Brittney. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me,
My turn to be all polite and timid.
Oh, please.
So
please.
Before we go any further, I definitely have to say big up to our homegirl back there making us look fantastic. Selena's catching angles.
She's on point. She's on point, guys.
Catching some angles with us, all type of angles. I really appreciate it. So that last video, we're going to have a few of those because I really like what they show when it comes to pain. But one thing I know is that for every successful person, they have to travel through a very painful journey. And suffering is integral and it's an essential part. And this is what people don't understand. Pain is an essential part of success. There's things you're going to go through, okay? And this is why most people aren't able to meet their peak because they give up, because it's too hard, because it's painful. So we're going to be going through a few things in the next few segments, bringing up some topics, and I really want to get some ideas from Brittney on, and I want her to share her truth. This is why I brought her here, because you know what? It's important for people to understand that the road less traveled is exactly why it's called the road less traveled, because it's hard. If you've ever gone down a path that has not been traveled through, all type of maca and bush. But I'm telling the truth, lick you up in your face.
Oh,
this is why people would much rather, you go through a forest, what path do you go down? The one that's open. Yeah. Because it's easier. Who wants to go down the path that's less traveled? Because it's too much work. You're going to get joke up with thorns. You can catch poison ivy if you step on something the wrong way. All type of bees will sting you up. No one wants to go through that. So we go through ice and take life and take the easy way out. So I'm going to throw some things out to you, Brittney. And I want to get your honest, authentic reaction to them.
Okay.
All right? So the very first thing we're going to talk about is a comment that's made. It is so hard. I am so tired. I want to give up. Now, as you wander through your directionless your directionless journey, you'll sometimes experience moments of feeling lost and hopeless. It is during these times you must hold on tight to your vision and take back control of your motivation. You have to prepare yourself mentally to fight that little voice in the back of your head that says, give up, don't bother doing this, don't get up in the morning and go to the gym, don't get up and study, you have to fight that. Tell people, Brittney, how difficult it is to deal with that voice.
It's very difficult to deal with a voice like that because your body wants to succumb to these emotions, and for a minute you feel that these emotions are overpowering everything that you set out to do, and the more you succumb to these emotions, the louder they get, and the more you feel unmotivated to do anything. And it's real. It's a real feeling. It takes over your soul, it takes over your body, your mind, and everything that you've worked so hard for just becomes a thought. And you are it's so easy to forget. It's so easy to forget that you've worked so hard just to get to a particular point, you know? All of that goes out the window, the tears, the struggles, the people that you've met, that, you can essentially, or the people that you've met that have helped, bring you to that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, when those emotions take over, they're real, and you forget all of that. All that goes out the window, and you really have to try your hardest to fight. Because you're not just fighting the battle of society and all of those, obstacles. You're fighting the battle within your mind.
Yeah, yourself, which is the toughest battle.
It is the worst. It's a lot harder and more difficult than the battle that you face with people, the battle that you face with institutions, with oppression, amongst different factors or different sectors of society. It's way worse because the mind, as much as we have control over it, it's hard to control.
Yeah, man. Because you know what it is? Like, we only have control of our conscious state. Mm-hmm. It's all those things in the back.
Yeah.
That we have, and those are so powerful.
Yeah, it's essentially our insecurities, and they always pop back every now and then, and if you let those insecurities kind of make its way to the forefront, those insecurities will just manifest into bigger and bigger things. So you have to be very careful, and I've gone through it. You've seen me go through it.
Yeah, I've seen you go through it. Jesus have mercy. So before we go into break, I'm going to jump into one, and we're probably going to have to follow this up because this is a big one.
Oh, God.
But I thought you were my friend. You will lose relationships on this pursuit of success. As you succeed, there will be a handful of people who will not be willing to support you. Success takes a tremendous amount of effort and a tremendous amount of sacrifice. The effort and time you need to put into your journey, you can no longer put into parties, just hanging out, drinking, traveling.
Oh my God.
Let's speak on this quickly before we jump into break, and then we're going to come back. What is the biggest things, and I think this is something even Selena, even though you can't see her, can speak on. What is the biggest things about friendship and success for you?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard because, man, it's just like you have expectations, and these are people you love and you've grown to love. You've grown you've grown with them, and people paint this picture of success being this amazing thing, and you can bring everybody with you.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Unfortunately. So when we come back, we're going to go, because you're holding back. Brittney is holding back right now. Trust me, because this is one topic, when me and her are alone, believe me, she talks about it. It's not that she's talking about people. She's talking about the pain that she feels, that she's unable to bring some of the people who've been with her along with her. When we come back, we're going to go back into a little bit more of the pain of success on Here to Help You.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Bottom line is the fact that I realized that even the group of people I hung around with, it was easy for me to think that I was doing a lot because I was doing more to try to move myself forward than they were. And I should be the weakest link in my chain that I have, and that'll make me be stronger, it'll make me run faster. I mean, like an analogy I've always used is, all right, if you run the 100-yard dash with people that can't run as fast as you, yeah, you'll win. Hands down, you know that. But if you run with people much faster than you, all right, yeah, you might come in last every single time, but your time will be better because they're making you run all the faster. They're making you dig down just a little bit more. It doesn't matter that you won, your time is fast.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Here to Help You on my TCN TV network. I have the lovely Brittney Channer, an affiliate member of the Here to Help You team. And today we are talking about the pain of success. The pain that comes with success.
Or trying to reach success.
Or trying to reach success. That's right. So we actually ended up talking about friendship. And you gave us like some Sosa answer to it. So let's really talk about it. Let's go into this one. We're not going to spend too long. Spend about 2 minutes really talking about this, Brittney. I need people to understand what life is like for you because sometimes friends don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. And people need to understand that, with success, it's not a easy ride. It's very bumpy. It's all over the place. Sometimes you feel like you're winning. Sometimes you feel like you're losing. And you just want to ensure that you have people surrounded you who want the best for you and who are going to support you to the end. And
what does support look like for you?
To me, support means calling, checking in. Brittney, you're doing a good job. I know it's hard, but just keep on going. Coming to visit sometimes. And I understand because I live far, not a lot of people can do that. Or, you can show.
I come.
Okay, Simone comes. But,
I'm sorry, I do.
Support means love. And where there's love, there's support. And that's just all that. Yeah, just a bit pity.
Whatever.
But where there's support, there's love. And that's just what success, comes with, in my opinion. And that's what I feel like I deserve. And that's what I feel like shouldn't be an issue. But, sometimes it's...
Let me be cutthroat because she want to be nice and dance around this.
We don't have to be cutthroat. Let's be real here. If we're going to be real, sure. You know what? Since I went to university, I met a lot of people, and I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of friends and have great experiences. And when you think about me, 17-year-old Brittney, I mean, I had a good posse, and half of that posse is not here today.
They're gone.
And it can be in regards to because they showed their true intentions, they showed their true colors, or they may not have been as supportive as I needed them to be. And there's this feeling where you feel bad, but you know what? I think every individual needs to look at themselves in the mirror and say that I deserve no less. This is what I deserve. I look at myself in the mirror every day and I said, I'm capable of being the best friend. I have my flaws, but you want me to support, I'll support the heck out of you. That's just who I am. It's in my nature. And I feel like if that's something that I can do, I feel like another person can do that. But you have to be careful because there is such a thing as having high expectations and placing these expectations onto people.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah, so you have to be very careful. Nevertheless, when it comes to success, you definitely have to accept the fact that with success, there's equal growth. With growth, there's elevation. And with elevation, you need other people around you to elevate with you. And you can't remain stagnant as you succeed. And, you know, it's a difficult journey in the friendship department.
I think it's a great way to segue into introducing the Naysayers Club.
Ooh.
The Naysayers Club. So there's a popular thought that you should keep your dreams close to your heart and not to share them, because they say sometimes when you share your dreams, you're sharing it with people who don't want your dreams to come true. The human mind is programmed to actually just to believe the negative. That's just what we're programmed to do, to believe the negative. So negative thoughts are extremely contagious. And when you set out on this road less traveled that I was talking about, you're going to have an audience full of small-minded individuals who are going to scare you and discourage you. And unfortunately, sometimes these naysayers are your family members. They're going to be the ones who say, go get a job. Stop doing this. Get a 9-to-5. Be safe. You know what I've never understood about the 9-to-5ers with this whole safe thing? You realize you can get fired, right?
I was a 9-to-5er one time.
You can get fired though. Why do you feel like you're safe with a 9-to-5 job?
They'll replace you in a heartbeat.
Let corporate all of a sudden have a switch or have someone buy over and you're gone because they bring in their whole team and get rid of you. You're never safe. Wouldn't the safety be knowing that you are in control of your income? It's very scary.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
But this is success, right? But you're in control.
Yeah.
Because yes, you have a job. Yes, you may have benefits. But when they want to clip benefits, now you're scrambling. How is that safe?
It isn't safe. It's not safe at all. And, you know, we're obviously not knocking anybody who's found their passion in the 9-to-5. It's just what we're saying is that it makes more sense to go after a dream that's close to your heart than working a 9-to-5 where you're miserable and knowing that they can get rid of you at any point in time.
Moment.
And I've been in that situation. I was at a 9-to-5 for 2.5 years, and I hated it. I mean, I remember I used to call you just to get through the day.
And then, of course, you come bum up people's phones first in the morning miserable because you're miserable at work. It's like, Simone, why am I here? I don't know. Why are you there?
And it was really bad. It got to a point where I saw all these people working for this one company, and I was like, wow, we have about 300 dreams in this one company, and we're all helping this one man make this one dream come true. And I was like, no, fail or succeed. I'd rather spend the rest of my life trying to make my one dream come true. And that's just what it is. I mean, and then obviously you have the naysayers, because the naysayers come and they're like, yo, what you're doing, it's crazy, you're a lunatic, how are you going to survive? And obviously, like you said, the mind is naturally known to believe the negative. So obviously it gets through you, and you have naysayers even like from a child. People like from teachers to people, to random people on the street.
You're not going to amount to anything. Those type of comments, right, that you actually start to believe.
Yeah, and you know, you have to be very careful because, I mean, like you said, the mind is powerful and it takes a lot of strength to push past that and really, really understand what people are saying to you, but knowing that there's a bigger plan for you because you know yourself and you know that you are willing to sacrifice a lot just to ensure that this one dream comes true. Yeah, and I think like with success comes naysayers. There's certain things you have to just get out the way and really accept when it comes to wanting to be successful. And one of them is, you know, knowing that not everybody can come with you. And second thing, people are going to hate and project their insecurities onto you. People are going to be, you know, small-minded, and it just comes with the territory.
So, again, another segue.
Okay.
Don't take it personal. Haters will just hate. So hate can come in many forms.
Yes.
Hate can be not congratulating you when something good has happened to you. Hate can be completely ignoring you or pretending they're ignoring you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, in reality, people don't like successful people. There's that whole saying that people want to see you do well.
But never better than them.
But never better than how they're doing.
Because it's hard. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and know that somebody is enjoying the fruits of their labor, and here you're just stuck in your labor.
But it's the fruits of their labor. And what about, and again, this is why you have to be so careful of who you mix up yourself with, because to me, I've learned that if I'm the smartest person in the room, there's something wrong. So I don't ever want to be the most successful person amongst my friends. No, because that means my friends suck.
Wow.
What? I'm sorry. Was that too harsh?
Oh my gosh. Well, what she's trying to say, ladies and
I'm a little
gentlemen,
bit
is
harsh.
that she needs to be, in order to grow, you need to be learning. And if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not really learning as much as you
I
can.
need to be around people who don't suck as much as I do. They're less sucky than I am.
She doesn't mean that every lady.
I do. Absolutely I do. You need to be making more money than me. You need to be more intelligent than me. You need to know more than me. If you don't, sorry, I'll hang out with you from time to time, but I'm not going to be in your circle. And it's just my reality, because I can't mesh with you, because I'll be telling you my dreams and how I want to stay up all night and study. You're going to be like, look, I want to go to my bed. Well, then boo you. Or start using words like broke.
Ooh, I don't like that word.
Wealthy people don't use words like broke. Successful people don't use words like broke. Bummy people use words like broke.
Oh my.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm harsh.
I understand. You're very harsh, but I do agree with what Simone says in regards to that word. I used to say that word often, and I wondered why I was always in broke situations. And the minute I removed that word from my catalog
You were less broke.
my lexicon,
Your book of definitions?
yes.
No
Shout out to
dictionary.
Dave for that one.
Big up yourself, David. No dictionaries. Only lexicons and books of definitions. So when we get back, we're going to go into a little bit more about the pains that come with success. And I am being a little bit harsh, but honestly, it's just because it's reality. Like, a lot of these things are things that need to be said. And if you're wondering why you may have a friend who's doing something and you're not in their circle anymore, probably because you suck. We'll see you guys. I'm here to help you.
Just do more, okay? Welcome back on Here to Help You.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Me very closely. You got to hear what I'm saying. I've been trying to tell you that pain is temporary. I'm trying to get you to have an understanding that pain is your friend. That pain is going to take you to the next level. Listen to me. I had pain going through. I felt sabotaged. There were some people who I felt they were out to get me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They wanted me gone. You talk about haters. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm talking about sabotage. I'm talking about pain. I'm talking about, there was days I didn't want to get up. There was days I didn't want to put my clothes on. There was days I didn't want to face the world. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I was blessed because I went through so much pain that pain actually pushed me. You better hear what I'm telling you today. I'm telling you that pain pushed me to prosperity. That pain pushed me to greatness. I'm telling you, you going through pain. I know what you're feeling. I know exactly because I've been there. I've done that. But you got to work through it. And if you work through your pain, on the other side is a reward. Listen to me. Pain ain't permanent. You better hear what I'm telling you. Your pain ain't permanent. Your pain ain't permanent. You can get through this. You're bigger than your pain. You're better than that. And let me tell you something. You're going to work through this. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out. And you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you called to be. You're going to have, and you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, you're going to prove them wrong. Everybody that tried to stop you, Everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. And if you can get through it, if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you on the other side is a reward. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Here to Help You on my TCN TV network. I have the lovely Brittney Channer, an affiliate of Here to Help. And today we are talking about the painful side of success. We're doing it. Oh, okay. Let's address this. So can you read this question to us, please, Selena?
So are negative people, they are just as bad? Maybe that was the statement.
Yeah. Negative people are just as bad? Yeah. Next question. Yes, they are. Negative people are terrible. Next. Oh, what else was there? There's something from African Studies. He had something to say. It was just.
Shouldn't the naysayers be there to serve as a conduit to make sure we are on the right path?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like with naysayers, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself. When people said I couldn't do it, I just did the Brittney nod. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, okay. All right, you know? And some people don't have that force to really prove people wrong. But it's not like, there's nothing like being in an environment where just people are telling you what you're capable of and what you can and cannot do. So, you know what? When there are times you want to give up and times where you feel like you're inadequate, I think the naysayers can act as a conduit, like as what our fellow commenter has stated, to remind you.
I feel like that's Dave.
Most likely it is.
Because he's the only one who's going to say conduit. he picked up his lexicon using all type of words. No, you make an excellent point. I think sometimes, you know what, the naysayers are good from a distance. But to have a naysayer as a friend,
that will be very difficult because it's like
counteracting. And sometimes it's family too. Yeah. Unfortunately, is this another message?
No, it's just
same one.
Your question. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So unfortunately, though, sometimes these naysayers are related to us, and we can't even get rid of them. So,
have you ever been in a situation where you had a family being a naysayer?
Yeah, guy. My mom told me to get. You know how many times my mom told me to get a job? You know how many times my mom's told me to get a job, Regin? You should just get a job. But you should get a job. But you should get a job. Like, my mom is a naysayer. My mom is the biggest hater, guy. Let me tell you something right now. I love you.
She's not.
She's a hater. She wants me to get a job. But you know what's interesting? And this is the best part about it. When you start seeing the success, the naysayers stop talking. Because then all of a sudden they want something from you. Mom, I love you.
She doesn't mean this, mommy.
No, I do. My mom's a hater, guy. My mom is a hater. And it's okay, though, because you have to understand, though, it's conditioning.
Yeah, I mean...
It's conditioning. It's not their fault that they think like that. But in the same breath, I'm not going to take that on, right?
Absolutely.
I can't take on what you have to say about my life and what I want to do. Just because you didn't do it. And you think that maybe 9 to 5 worked for you. And it worked for my mom. My mom's very successful. She had a successful life. She retired successful. So that works. So I get why she'd want to put that on me. But that's not the path that the universe has for me. Mm-hmm. Right? I was chosen to go down the road less traveled.
Yeah.
As are you.
Yeah.
Right? You were saying you were going to be a lawyer and you were like 6 months old.
I knew from a very young age
6
that...
6 months is pushing it?
6 months is pushing it. Maybe like 6. I had a conversation with my mom and she told me, yeah, you knew what you wanted to do from a young age. But I realized that the older I got, a lot of people try to project their feelings about me attaining such a profession. And I never understood why. But a lot of projection there, you know, and
that's painful.
It is painful because I remember I used to call you and I used to take it very personally when people were like, oh, Brittney, you know what, I don't think you'll have the money to do this, or I don't think it's in your best nature, you know.
You should just be a paralegal.
You know, and nothing wrong with paralegals.
No, that wasn't paralegal. You should just be a law clerk.
Yeah, law clerk.
That's what was said to you.
Yeah.
Like you were not capable of doing more than that.
Yeah, and I went and did the law clerk program, and it wasn't enough. I wasn't satisfied. And that's what happens when you take a journey that's not meant for you, but meant for other people, and you don't follow your spirit. Because I knew deep down inside that this was not the journey for me, and I knew exactly what I needed to be, where I needed to be. However, I didn't know how hard it was going to be.
Yeah.
It was very hard. I remember when I had to make the decision to quit my 9 to 5 after 2 years. You know, my 9 to 5 allowed me to travel.
Yeah, you were doing the most. She had a nickname. Her nickname was Travelers. And we called it that because this girl was never in this country longer than a month. This girl was everywhere.
Yeah.
But I saw the breakdown when you did this because, again, everyone's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. I remember,
Work. Why are you doing this? What? Get a job, Brittney. Brittney, get another job. Get a job, Brittney.
The sacrifice was intense. I mean, you know, you think about the sacrifice that comes with success. And I remember maybe a month, 2 months after I left that 9 to 5, I had to sell my car. You know, I went.
Your car broke down.
My car didn't break down. I had to sell my car. You're so disrespectful. She's always calling my car a lemon. It wasn't a lemon.
She got a lemon.
It may have been a little bit of a lemon.
It was a
lemon. But I fixed it. I had to sell my car. Anyways, you're so mean. Listen, my car, nothing. What's wrong with you?
It broke down, guys.
It didn't break down. No, she's so lie. Wow. Wow.
So I have a quick one we'll go into. So what if I fail? Because that's a thing that comes up for people who are on that path. What if I fail? And I always say, well, what if you fly?
Yeah.
What if we sometimes are afraid to take risks? You quitting your job, your 9 to 5, was taking a huge risk.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's even times now where you're like, should I have? No, you don't regret that.
No.
But there's times there's sometimes when things are a little bit hard, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
jeez.
This is a huge risk. Is it worth it? Me going to school, is this worth it?
Yeah, that always is going to play in the back of my mind. You know, and I mean, I was speaking to a friend, and we were talking about the concept of delayed gratification.
I love that.
You know, and he told me, he's like, Brittney, you know, I feel like I should be at this place right now, and I feel like I should be, you know, driving this car or whatever. And, you know, I totally understood what he meant, you know, because, you know, at this point of my life, you know, I'm almost 30. I feel like I should be at a certain place right now in my life. But, you know, you have to, the sacrifices that you make today is going to lead for a better future, a better tomorrow. And every time I see someone, you know, doing things that I want to be doing in another country, traveling that I want to be traveling, you know, I have to remind myself because it can get really hard.
Yeah, man. Like, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. In our next segment, actually, that we're going to go into, we're going to talk about feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about feeling burnt out.
Ooh.
Right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about depression because that's real. Like, those mental health, your mental health, yeah, I think takes the most attack at this point. Your health, your mental health, obviously, once your mental health is attacked, your physical health is gone too. So it's very important that we know how to navigate this road less traveled. And we're going to talk more about that when we come back on Here to Help You.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity in our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
The majority of people are not successful because they prepare to quit. They have a mental program that it's okay to prepare more for quitting than preparing to succeed. I'm gonna make my dreams a reality. Nobody gonna stop me but me. That's the only person that can. Understand, if you want to make your dreams a reality, you've got to understand that you can't quit.
But this is our moment, gentlemen. This right here is our moment, guys. Y'all got to think about that just for a minute, man. This right here, this moment right here, this is our moment to where we make our greatest life a reality. Right here, right now. It all starts in our mind. You got to fall back on everything that you've learned, everything.
Really, Simone? What's wrong with you?
Because that's how I feel sometimes, you know? Welcome back to Here to Help You, everybody. What, did my arm smell?
No, I'm just like, yo, why?
Okay, welcome back, everybody. You know what? We just had Grant walk in here, and I think Grant wanted to sit in on a segment because he has a lot to say about this. He has the most to say. So we're probably going to do another part to this. But what we'll do, I really wanted to give Brittney an opportunity to speak about this because, again, she's been going through a lot. I had to go up this weekend and kind of legit pull you out of your depression. I'm going to be real. I had to help her understand that this is just how it's going to be. And if she wants to do this, if she wants to be a lawyer, she's going to have to put up with this for the next, because she has, wait till law school start. Wait till that. When you have no time for people.
Yeah.
And you have to do this all alone.
Yeah.
Right? So let's talk a little bit about the mental health aspect of it. So some things that you can feel during this pathway to success. One is overwhelmed because, of course, there's so much going on. There's so much that you have to take care of personally. And then, of course, there's the burdens of the world, burdens from people, burdens from society. If you're in school, burdens of school, right? Burdens of working sometimes a part-time job to kind of make ends meet.
Yeah.
The burnout that comes with that. And then, of course, it's the depression. It's the inability to do anything.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, Britt.
I mean, I feel like, there's a lot of things that come with, being successful. We talk about trying to be successful and meet that standard. And, a lot of people don't understand that there's like an ugly side to it. And it's a side that not a lot of people like to talk about. And it's ugly. It's unfortunate. It's just real tough. And for me, it's like Simone said, she had to come up to Windsor and pull me out of this funk.
Legit pull her out of the bed, Regent. Pull her out. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, because it was all hitting me at the same time. I'm dealing with, family issues. I'm dealing with friend issues. I'm dealing with school. I'm dealing with work. I'm dealing with
finances, which is sometimes the most terrifying one. That's the one that will overwhelm you the most.
And it does.
I don't have enough to make ends meet, and what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then you're dealing with school.
Yeah, and it's tough to the point where I used to have a routine. I used to wake up in the morning, go to the gym, come home, hit up the library, I was just very structured, and to the point where days were passing and I was in bed till I didn't realize it was depression until maybe about a week ago when I was like, I think I may be depressed because I wasn't 3 days were passing. I was waking up at 12. Probably eat something, go back to bed for another 4 hours, and then I wasn't doing anything.
And the putting things off, saying I'll start again next week.
Yeah, I'll study this next week, or I'll read this book next week, or I'll do this next week, and
and next week turns into next week and turns into next month.
Yep.
And then you're looking at it 3 months down the road, and you've done nothing.
And it was just it's hard to look in the mirror and say to yourself, I think I may be depressed, because you feel because depression comes in different forms.
Yes.
And it may not be to the point where you're sad all the time. It can just be in the fact that you just don't want to wake up out of bed and you're tired. And I was tired. I just wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wake up. I just wanted to stay in my bed. And
that's how my depression manifests like that too. When I'm depressed, I can sleep.
Yeah.
For hours on end. And you think about it is, you've got to catch it.
Yes.
You have to catch it. And sometimes because you're in the middle of this downward spiral, you don't even know that it's happening, right? So there's a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to this. And one thing I've always said to you is to talk your truth and feel the pain. It's part of this. The part of success that we don't want to talk about, the part of success that you guys may not understand when you see these people who've gone through a lot. Like, I think of The Rock, and when he tells his story, that shit is painful. Like, having to move back into his parents' home with no money. Like, these, after being in the CFL, like, there's a lot of pain. And you've got to accept the fact that with success, you're going to feel this pain. You got to feel it all the way through.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it. Don't medicate it. It's not going to work. You've got to feel this, and you've got to talk your truth. You've got to be around people who can support you, right?
Yeah.
And you've got to learn how to crash. Oh. Oh.
If you're absent during my struggle, don't expect to be present during my success.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. And a lot of people are absent until they start seeing you do well. Then everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to call you. All of a sudden, everyone's like, oh my God, I always believed in you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because during my struggle, where were you?
And struggle is hard. I mean, if someone told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, before I quit my job, Brittney, like, this is going to be tough, I probably would have been like, you know what, yeah, I understand. Nah. This is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. I mean, and the funny thing about success is that once you make up your mind to be successful, I feel like the universe was like, all right, we're going to throw a whole bunch of curveballs. And I don't remember sharing this with people, but the minute I decided to go back to school, the first month, found out my mom was diagnosed with cancer. You know what I mean? 6 months later, my grandmother died. You know what I mean? Like, it just kept on coming and coming like fire. And, you know, I realized that my brother was going through some issues that he needed my time. So that, and I'm really close with my brother. And so when I realized he was going through his own situation, that took me down a bit, you know, and it's just, it comes at you.
After the other.
And it's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And that's how I explain it, because it didn't stop. I thought it was going to be this linear process where I just go like up, up, up and call it a day. And it was nothing like that. It's nothing. It's like this.
Down for like a long time, and then you get a little bit of a break,
and then you just go,
your car stops working.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
And then you have to give up your car.
Okay.
It's just
okay. You don't understand. Windsor has horrible transit. You don't understand. I wish I had a car. I wish. You don't understand. These jokes I take offensively.
Your car wish it had you. It really truly does.
Okay.
So, a couple things I want to throw out before we end our thing today. I want everyone to pull yourself through this, and sometimes even to get through the depression. One thing I did with you this weekend was I set realistic goals.
Yeah.
Things that are, sometimes we're like, we try to tackle this mountain, and you can't tackle a mountain. You can tackle a little piece of a rock. And that's what you should try to tackle first. So with her, you're studying for your LSAT right now. And one thing I'd said to her was, you know what you should do? Schedule 1 hour in your day. Just one. Because if you look at that, 7 days a week, that's 7 hours that you study. If you look at the end of the month, that's 210 days, give or take, 211 hours, that you have studied. It's better than saying, I'm going to do this, and then the month passes and you've done nothing.
Yeah.
1 hour. And tell people how well that worked for you.
It worked really well for me. I felt a lot more accomplished compared to just going to the library and thinking that I could tackle the entire thing and tackle such a difficult test, you know, in its entirety, you know. And it made a huge difference because it made me feel good and it made me feel like I was being productive. And actually,
all it was 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
Just one.
You know?
So setting those realistic goals are very, very important. Another thing is pick a mentor. It's very important to find yourself a mentor who is going to help you. I'm really good. But we're not going to talk about me right now. I'm being serious. Find yourself someone who you look up to in whatever field that you're doing and study them. Watch them. reach out to them in times of need, because a lot of us feel like we are alone. One thing I want to put out to everyone today, and Brittney, I do want to thank you for coming on to share this.
Thank you.
You guys, you're not alone. Like, you have to know that there's help out here for you, but you've got to ask for it. When Brittney reached out, she reached out and asked for help. And this is why we were able to get you the help you need and get you to this point. Trust me, she's a lot better now than she was like 4 or 5 days ago. Hot mess, guys. Hot damn mess. Head in a comb. Like, just...
Wow, why you gotta mention that my head wasn't combed? Oh my God.
Not good. But look, hair's on point today, girl. Watch the booth. So... Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the YouTube below. There's that little red button to subscribe. Subscribe, because it's not just my show. We are getting some real cool shows on here. Coming up next is What Matters with Erica Edwards, Miss Erica. And on Friday, we have In the Now. We're also going to have Hope from the Six, and we're going to have The Elephant Room. So, guys, we are growing as a network, and we definitely want you to grow with us. Thank you, Brittney, again for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate your booth hair and no car. And I want to thank you guys all out there for watching us and supporting us the way you do. And for the ones who don't support us, I'm watching you too. Don't ask me for nothing. See you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity in our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.